Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of BC Buckets. I'm Matthew Brune, and joining me once again is Colin Mitchell. Today, Colin, we have a battle of 7-footers here, and I know how much you love 7-footers. We have Ryan Kalkbrenner, senior out of Creighton, 7'1", and we have Maxime Raynaud, for a senior out of Stanford, also 7'1". Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Who you got?
I hate. Sorry, Maxime and Ryan. Nothing personal against you. I just hate 7-footers that are below the rim players and quote unquote shoot threes and can't really do anything else. It
All right,
bothers
well,
me.
let's play devil's advocate for a second. You liked Zach Edey last year.
Zach Edey was a generational scorer at the college level, and I had him 5th on my board last year.
You did. So isn't
And
that
he
kind of
also
a
didn't
big...
shoot threes, and he also was 7'5" and not 7 foot tall. And
So he's a little taller, a couple inches taller.
Yeah.
So I have Raynaud significantly higher than Kalkbrenner.
Is that the Wemby? Is it because the Wemby the Wemby relationship there? Is
The
that
Spurs
why?
could draft him at 38 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
At 14, maybe.
Oh man, that'd be a stretch.
Maxime, look, Kalkbrenner. I picked Creighton to beat Louisville in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and Ryan Kalkbrenner played. Just watching that game, he was in total control, and I was like, yeah, this guy right here, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch more and as you can just evaluate more, it's painful at times because he is kind of a below. Like I don't want to say he's a below the rim finisher.
Well, no, like when I say, but like these guys, it's not like these guys can't dunk. Like I'm not saying they can't dunk.
He had 100
what I'm saying is that
dunks this year.
What I'm saying is that when you watch them play, they're not like physically imposing their will on you like any other 7-footer that you see normally.
He, like the way I word it is, he's not overwhelming. Like he doesn't get. Honestly, I think it was the free throw rate was way too low. I don't have it written down, but like in my notes, doesn't get fouled enough, not forceful enough, doesn't take contact really well. Like has to kind of catch the ball cleanly and be able to make a play with it, which he did, which he can do, and the offense at Creighton was obviously made for him and made around him with Ashworth and so on and so forth. So like the scoring feel, this is the guy who shot 70% from the field from two his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to downplay his scoring ability. My problem is like at the next level, I don't think he has the in-between game, and like he was 39% on hook shots and like the push shots didn't look great, like that type of thing. So at that point, I'm betting on your shooting.
Mm-hmm.
To add anything else to the offensive game.
Yeah, and he only shot, what was it,
34%.
34%, yeah.
So still not quite there.
No, I agree. I mean,
misses matter, and he had some god awful misses, just terrible misses, and I don't really trust this shot right now.
Here's my thing. It's not even necessarily a offensive problem, I guess, for both of them. It's more defense for me. Because when you already mentioned that,
well, I would say Ryan's a much better defender than Max.
But for me, it's like, okay, you're not going to physically impose your will. You're not super physical, but you still have to play the traditional 5 spot, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to be like, both these guys aren't going to be switchable anyway, play up to the line. They're going to be drop center guys. And I just don't see. I can't go, okay, yeah, this guy is going to be able to hold his own. Now, I will give Ryan credit. He had 2.7 blocks, I think. Yeah, 2.7 blocks. So, like, I think he's much better rim protector than Maxime. I just find it hard to put them in the first round or close to the first round with all of these question marks, mostly on defense and athletically.
Honestly, that's another thing that Edey did that these guys don't, is he is much, like, Edey was a better athlete.
Much more physical.
And more like, he was smarter. Kalkbrenner, I'm not ready to say his defense is a negative, though. Like, I think the drop coverage is going to be inherently like a negative, right? Because like he can't get up. So you're having him on the court, you're going to give up shots in that respect. So if you're going to have a big on the court, like that is a negative there. But I do think he is smart. He doesn't foul a lot. He had I think 33-inch vertical, something like that.
Yeah, I
Like
saw
he
that.
can
Yeah.
get up a little bit, and like we said, he's a shot blocker. So defensively, I'm more worried about Kalkbrenner offensively than defensively. So that's where I think I defer a little bit. Maxime is kind of flipped for me. I do see the struggles defensively coming for him because he is even less physical and even less of a shot blocker. Like you're really banking on him just figuring it out and putting his hands up and blocking shots there. I could see him getting posted up even. Kalkbrenner at least isn't going to get posted up, I don't think, at the next level. Maxime could at times, I think, get posted up, and that's concerning. But Maxime, to rave about a guy who I'm going to have in my first round, the shooting and the offensive feel, I think, is real. And with that being the case, I'm good on him. We now have 2 years of him being a very good three-point shooter and a very good free throw shooter. And with that being the case, I believe in it. Now the shot is a little catapulty. It's a little, very.
It looks like a trebuchet.
Okay, yeah, fair. But like that's kind of that's a question. But honestly, dude, the confidence he shoots it with, and like he looks like he has some swagger when he shoots it. Like he'll let it go and he'll just he'll start running back on defense almost. Like it's he knows it's good. And sometimes it doesn't go in, but like he has some confidence to him. And so maybe that's what I'm buying. The confidence is there. He shoots almost 6 a game in college this past year.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A complete green light. And I just was really impressed. He shot 37.5% on catch and shoot threes. So that paired with the free throw shooting, I believe in the shooting, and I believe in him being good enough in the in-between-ish game, and like he can put the ball on the ground a little bit and do some things. I believe in that offensive side of the ball for Maxime.
I agree with you in believing the offensive side for Maxime a lot more. I still, for both of them, it's the defending in space, and then does the upside on offense actually equal, being able to put them on the floor? And I just am not there with either of them. So yeah, I mean, I understand the feel for the game stuff, but even then, I'm not sure that there's other center, like we mentioned, Thomas Sorber, obviously completely different player. I see him more of like a hub potential or playmaker than either of these two guys. So I mean, how many assists did Maxime had? He had 1.7 assists, but 2.4 turnovers.
Yeah.
Ryan had 1.5.
A lot of Maxime's turnovers were also when he was trying to dribble the ball.
Right. Well, that again, same thing. It's like if you're going to be a guy that is going to, because another thing too for both these guys is that pick and pop potential that you'd hopefully like to take advantage of. And if you can't really face up or maybe, 1-2 dribble move or anything, obviously they're centers, so there's not a lot of that. But I think you need to have more to your game to be worthy to be on the floor. And I don't see it with either of them, because there's stuff that, forwards do that they can do, but they can also play defense and guard multiple positions. And then you can have an actual center on the floor. And that's kind of where I see it.
He again, to Maxime's point, did not had a very low free throw rate. Honestly, the mid-range jump shots, that's what tanked his field goal percentage. Was like he was taking like a bunch of long twos or floater range shots and stuff, and as a roll man, he just can't get to the rim enough.
Yeah, Ryan's a much better roll man.
Much better. Like if you're looking for a traditional like 5 there, it's like Kalkbrenner. But other than that, I'm gonna stick with Maxime just because the shooting potential. I'm gonna stick with that. If he can shoot the ball at a high level, maybe we can figure everything else out. Like that could get him on the court, at least. Comps is interesting. I just thought of one for Ryan Kalkbrenner. Because initially I had Robin Lopez written down. I just thought of Boban Marjanovic.
Ooh, Boban's a good one.
Talk about a guy who just couldn't move and just kind of stood there and just put the ball in the basket.
But could get some blocks.
And block shots and stuff. Just, pure drop big, couldn't move. Yeah. There's my Ryan
That's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't write one down for him, so I'm just gonna piggyback off that.
Maxime.
For Maxime, I did write one down. I think this is a better Kelly Olynyk comp than I forgot who I had it for earlier.
Yeah, no.
I think that's kind of the guy you're hoping he can turn into. Obviously, he's a lot taller, but I think hopefully develop that offensive game a little bit. Not going to do anything crazy defensively, and just kind of be a guy that is a glue guy that can shoot the ball, basically.
I have 2 guys from our last draft class. Kyle Filipowski for Raynaud,
It's interesting.
and then a guy who we didn't even do a video on, didn't mention at all. He was like mid to late second round pick, Quentin Post, who ended up playing for the Warriors this past year, who was also a old senior at Boston College who could shoot the ball very well at 7 feet tall and, got on the court. I don't think anybody's expecting Quentin Post to be part of the Warriors' future, but got on the court because he could shoot the ball. So that's kind of my hope, those 2 players. Obviously, you hope he's more Filipowski in the long run because
Right.
Filipowski, better player, but Post in the immediate, able to shoot the ball, get on the basketball court. So yeah, there you have it. Raynaud and Kalkbrenner, let us know what you think down below. Leave us a like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the other videos on our channel. Let us know what you think on all of those videos. Draft is almost here, Colin. We're 3 weeks away? A little less than that.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, thank y'all for joining us. We will talk to y'all later.